Welcome to this tutorial about news in ALS Forecast Studio. In this tutorial, you will learn how to set up ALS Forecast Studio to start up with a forecast ready and waiting for you. This functionality can save time by downloading the scheduled forecast during ALS start. To set this up, you will need to create or choose a forecast configuration that you would like to have available at startup. Then, you will check that the forecast data and appropriate configurations are available in the data catalog. Then, simply select the new functionality in the settings window. So, the next time you start up AFS, it will be with a better performance and save you time. Let's start with creating a template that you would like to run on a regular basis, such as a daily forecast for the load for the next 2 days. Under the Homes tab, under Templates, we will create a new template by pressing the plus button, and we'll call it Daily Forecast. The type will be Forecast. From there, we'll go into our series tree and pick the right configuration and the right trees that we want. So for this example, we'll use total consumption, which is an aggregation between consumption area A and B. Then we save. Let's fetch some historic data to give us context for our forecast. So under the history, we'll go for 1 week. There you go. Then we select the date that we want, normally it's the day of, and we want for 2 days, 2 days forecast. So that's about 48 hours. Next, we run. As you can see, we've created a new forecast for next 2 days. A dialog box appears that indicates the successes, the warnings, and any errors that may come up in the series. Also, when the forecast was created and which template was used. For this example, the daily forecast. When you run a forecast, the configurations included in the templates are downloaded to your local drive. By clicking the down arrow, we can see which forecasts have been downloaded recently, when they were downloaded, as well as the information for which type of forecast was done, and the length and the file size. To find where these files are downloaded, simply go to your local drive under the data catalog, under Save Forecasts, and here you'll find the downloaded forecast data. This is important for ALS to fetch at startup to find the right configurations and settings needed to run your forecast. Now that we have the right configuration files and template that we want to use, we just go to File, to Settings, and under User, we look at the Download Today's Forecast on Startup. We select it, and we click the template we want to use, in this case, Daily Forecast, and then Save. Now, when we exit ALS and we restart it, this forecast will come up right away. When opening up ALS a second time, we can see that the dialog box shows you which forecast has just been loaded and how long ago it took. So in this case, just 5 minutes. Click OK, and here we see the forecast for the next 2 days. Now you may have to fetch historic data to give you context for the forecast. And there you have it. When we restart ALS Forecast Studio, a dialog box opens up to show that the forecast has just been downloaded, and you see it right in front. It also tells you when the download has occurred. Click OK. You may have to fetch the historic data to give you context for the download here. And there you have it. So, to recap, we created a template that we would like to use every day. Then we ran our forecast, and to check to see which download in the configuration files, we can find them under the data catalog under saved forecasts. Then we went under settings, under users, under the download today's forecast startup, and selected a template we wanted, and click saved. So to recap, we selected the template that we want to use. We run the forecast to download the configuration in the template, which will be found under the data catalog under saved forecasts. Note that these templates will only be saved for about 7 days, or if another configuration is implemented between them. Then we went under settings, under user, download today's forecast at startup. We selected it and chose our template that we want to use. Click save. And there you go. There you have it. Thank you for your attention, and be sure to check out other videos on Educandy to learn more and get the most out of ALOS Forecast Studio.